Hello to everyone and welcome to Energy Capital News. I'm Ana Tafoya and today I'm with Jesús Córdoba Domínguez, Chief Engineering and Construction Officer at IEnova. Jesús will talk with us about refined products storage terminals and how their design and modernization are improving these products' distribution along supply chains. Jesús, thank you so much for being with us today. How are you?
Fine, well, and thank you very much for having me in Energy Capital channel, Ana. Thank you.
Well, I'll start with the first question. In your opinion, how has the 2014 energy reform in Mexico impacted modernization in the Mexican energy sector, and which has been the role of private investment?
One of the most important things is the openness for different line of businesses that private companies could go into. And one of the line of businesses that we are fortunate to be into from that energy reform is of course the fuel storage terminals. So that's been a very good outcome for the private sector, despite of the I would say regulatory challenges that we are facing today.
Could you tell us more about IEnovas Veracruz refined products storage terminal?
The Veracruz marine terminal, it's a fuel terminal. Our client there is Valero Energy, and the full capacity of the terminal, which is 2.1 million barrels of storage capacity, is owned by Valero. Our terminal is part of another two inland terminals that we call the Golfo Centro terminal system. And that the market for those three terminals, of course, is focused on Veracruz, Puebla, State of Mexico, and of course, Mexico City.
And in this regard, Jesús, how does IEnova connect this terminal, the Veracruz terminal, with its internal terminals in Puebla, Mexico City, and the State of Mexico?
Normally, I would say in normal conditions, the terminals will be linked through products pipelines. Instead of having physical pipelines, along with our client, we decided to interconnect the three terminals through railroad. So the product comes into the Veracruz terminal. We dispatch locally in trucks, fuel trucks, and to send the product to the other two inland terminals based in one in Puebla and the other one in Valle de Mexico. We use the railroad, but the responsibility of the transportations is our client's responsibility. So it's very interesting how the business was assembled, and hopefully whenever we are ready, which is going to happen in the first quarter of 2021, on the two inland terminals, that's going to be benefiting all the Mexico City, Valle de Mexico, Puebla, and Veracruz market.
And how do you think this terminal helps strengthen IEnova's supply chain in Mexico? And how does it help the company to meet the national refined products demand also in Mexico?
Well, really, as of today, we don't have more than 3 days of storage capacity in the country. Whenever we finish our Golfo Centro terminals, we're going to increase that to almost 5 days of total country capacity. And with other terminals that we are developing and constructing in other cities, like the one we're constructing right now in the port of Topolobampo, as soon as we have all those terminals ready, the inventory, along with other terminals of our competitors, the inventory of the country can go up to almost 9 to 10 days.
And finally, Jesus, which should be the adequate design standards for a refined product storage and distribution terminal to meet?
That's a very interesting question. Of course, we have local standards that we need to comply with, but the challenge when we started the design of our fuel terminals was really the norm on the industry. The industry, not the industry standards, but the common practices in the industry. There's been a while since a terminal this big has been developed and constructed in America, right? That includes Canada and US, and so this was a very important challenge. We faced the challenge, and we had our issues, of course. I mean, finding the right people to manage the construction, finding the right contractors, finding the contractors with the right price for our client and for us was really a challenge. The learning curve has been sometimes hectic. I mean, building these terminals during the pandemic process we're living in has been a huge challenge, but we're arriving to commercial operations in Veracruz, and that tells us that we can do good things in Mexico with the most stringent international standards.
You're not only trying to adequate design standards under national requirements, also under international standards, right?
Absolutely. Normally the Mexican norms, official norms, refer when you go to the design stage of the norm, they refer to specific international norms. So we comply with those norms, and we always try to be a little bit above those norms to increase the life of our projects.
For sure, Jesus. Well, thank you very much for your time and your insights. Would you like to add something else?
Well, yes. Thank you, Ana. Thank you for the interview. And I would like to share a message to the industry. Today, Mexico is facing important regulatory challenges, but one of the things that IEnova has put on the spotlight is that things can be done even in these tough challenges. So we are getting into commercial operations our projects. We're not only building terminals, which is the purpose of this interview. We're doing a lot on the renewables as well. So things can be done. It's hard, but requires hard work and a lot of lobbying with the authorities.